So, artificial intelligence is completely changing the game in project management. And if you're a program manager, well, you're right at the heart of this massive shift. In this explainer, we're going to break down your go-to guide for leading AI projects with real confidence, turning all that complexity into a clear, straightforward action plan.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a big question. AI projects, they aren't just some passing trend. They are absolutely the future of how businesses operate. So the real question is for you. Are you ready to take the wheel? Because that's really what this is all about. See, your role isn't just about managing timelines and budgets anymore. Now, you're the crucial bridge, the link that connects the super technical world of AI with the high-level strategy of your business. You're the translator, making sense of it all for your stakeholders and making sure every single step forward is aligned with the company's goals. So that brings us to our first big idea. I want you to start thinking of your office, your role, as the new command center for all things AI. Let's really dig into what that means for you day to day. So, why does AI even matter? Let's get past the buzzwords. We're talking about automating all those tedious, repetitive tasks that eat up your day. This frees you up to focus on what you do best: strategy, creative problem solving, and leading your team. AI gives you the power to see into the future, forecasting risks and optimizing how you use your resources in ways that just weren't possible before. Now, to be that effective bridge we talked about, you've got to speak the language. So this next section is your essential toolkit. We're going to demystify the core AI concepts that you're going to start hearing every single day. First up is machine learning. You'll hear it called ML. Think of this as the engine driving most of the AI you'll work with. Instead of someone programming every single rule, these algorithms actually learn patterns directly from data to make predictions. So when your project dashboard suddenly flags a potential budget overrun before it happens, yep, that's ML working its magic in the background. Next up, natural language processing, or NLP. This is all about how machines learn to understand and use human language. You know, the way we actually talk and write. As a PM, this is a superpower. Imagine tools that can sift through thousands of customer comments to spot key themes, or chatbots that handle basic questions so your team doesn't have to. It's all about closing that communication gap between people and computers. And finally, we have computer vision. This is what gives machines the ability to see and make sense of the visual world. In your projects, this could be anything from an automated system that spots defects on a manufacturing line to software that analyzes photos from a construction site to check for safety issues. It's about pulling valuable, actionable information straight out of images and videos. Now, here's a really important point. The future of AI is not about building mysterious, confusing black boxes. The most important trends are all moving in the opposite direction. Things like explainable AI are all about making it more transparent. And we're seeing the democratization of AI, tools that your whole team can use, not just the data scientists. At the end of the day, the real goal is AI that enhances our own intelligence, not replaces it. Okay, so we've got the core concepts down. Now, let's get our hands dirty and put them into practice. This next section is all about the blueprint, a clear, step-by-step framework for building a successful AI project from the ground up. You know this already. Every good project needs a solid structure. The AI project lifecycle follows these 4 familiar phases, but each one has its own unique AI-specific challenges. From clearly defining the scope at the beginning to really digging into the outcomes at the end, this framework is what will keep your project manageable and headed in the right direction. And inside that lifecycle, clarity is absolutely everything. You have to forget vague goals like, let's improve efficiency. That means nothing. You need to set smart objectives. Just look at this example. Reduce processing time by 20% within 6 months. See the difference? It's specific, you can measure it, and it gives your team a clear target to aim for. AI projects are a team sport, and you need the right players on the field. As the program manager, you're the coach, the bridge, but you also need a data scientist to analyze the data and build the models, a machine learning engineer to actually get them up and running, and, this is so crucial, a domain expert who provides the real-world industry context that makes the AI useful in the first place. All right, let's talk about the tough stuff. No project is a straight line to success. And with AI, the 2 biggest challenges you're going to face are managing risk and navigating the really complex world of ethics. Let's tackle them head on. It's really important to think about risk in 2 different buckets. On one side, you've got your technological risks. Is our data actually good enough? What happens if the model's performance starts to slip over time? But on the other side, you have these massive ethical risks. Are we protecting user privacy? Could our algorithm be accidentally biased against a certain group? You have to be planning for both. So, how do you actually manage all of this? Well, you need a clear playbook. It all starts with doing deep risk assessments and talking constantly with your stakeholders. But the real keys here are putting robust monitoring in place and demanding total transparency and accountability from everyone at every single stage. Okay, let's bring it home. In our final section, we're going to look past the development phase. We'll talk about how you actually measure success once your AI solution is out in the wild, and what the future of your role as a PM is going to look like. Hey, remember that SMART objective we talked about earlier? This is where the rubber meets the road. Success isn't just a vague feeling that things are better now. No way. It's a hard number you can take to your stakeholders. This 20% reduction is a clear key performance indicator, a KPI, that proves without a doubt the real value of your project. But listen, getting to that 20% is never, ever a straight line. AI projects hit roadblocks. Things break. That's why resilience isn't just some nice-to-have personality trait. It has to be a core part of your strategy. Treating failures and setbacks as learning opportunities is absolutely essential if you want to navigate the chaos and actually succeed. And all of this really points to the bigger picture. Your job is changing. You're moving way beyond just executing projects on time and on budget. You are becoming a strategic innovator who champions new, powerful ideas, and you're also becoming an ethical steward, the person who ensures this incredible technology is used responsibly. So, we'll end with this one last thought. The technology itself is getting ridiculously good at providing answers. The real value, the future of your leadership is going to come from your ability to ask the right questions, the truly strategic and ethical ones. So, what problems will you choose to solve?